What's going on, guys? This is PokeHobs. I'm Jay. Today we're going to be taking a look at the difference between a scalper and a Pokemon investor. There is a pretty significant difference in my opinion. I know that both scalpers and investors get hated on pretty hard, and I am a Pokemon investor. I'm also a Pokemon collector. I'm a huge Pokemon fan. So everyone's entitled to their own opinions, but we're going to get right into it. I do want to address the scalping in One Piece situation really quick. I do not believe that in any way, shape, or form all the scalpers moved on from Pokemon to One Piece. I saw a lot of posts about that like the last 2 days, and one of the dumbest things I ever heard. Scalpers don't move as a group from one TCG to another, and now they're just going to leave Pokemon alone. Furthest thing from the truth. Scalpers are going to scalp, right? Like, if they can turn a quick profit on Pokemon and One Piece at the same time, they're just going to scalp both, obviously, right? What's crazy is I keep seeing all these posts that people are thinking that somehow it's going to save Pokemon. I wish so badly that were the truth. Man, that would be sweet. But no, unfortunately, Pokemon and One Piece are completely on fire right now. You guys, if you're into both, if you're into One Piece, let me know in the comments down below. As far as I just heard about it, like I think a few months back. I still don't know much about it. I do have one buddy in the Pokemon hobby that also collects One Piece, and when I was at his house, he was showing me some of the cards. Some of them, they look pretty cool. Other ones look pretty provocative. Like, so I'm not even sure, is One Piece like particularly made for adults only? Some of the cards made me think that maybe that is the case. I'm not sure. I don't know enough about it. I also don't know if it'll stand the test of time, but it looks like they're pretty on fire right now. And I heard that there was an anime that goes along with it. So it seems like they have a similar setup and strategy to Pokemon. I watched some of Rudy from Alpha Investments videos, and he was saying that they pretty much copied Pokemon's business model to a T. And if that's the case, and it is as popular as it is, I think it'll just be scalped to the high heavens right along with Pokemon, unfortunately. But yeah, let's get into scalping versus investing. So both of them do cause a problem in supply availability, right? So it's people hoarding product. Now, the big difference, obviously, is that a scalper is going to wipe out shelves at a store of Pokemon product. I don't think they particularly care if it's an ETB or a booster bundle or a EX premium collection, booster boxes. I'm pretty sure scalpers will do single pack blisters. They're going to scalp anything that they can turn around and sell on eBay for double, triple, quadruple, all the way up to 10xing their money, depending on the product. And they're doing that within a day or a week or a couple months of purchasing that product. As an investor myself into Pokemon, this was like a recent pickup of mine. I think, like, if I'm remembering correctly, a month and a half ago, maybe 2 months ago. I can't remember. But these things were dropped on Walmart. As a Walmart Plus member, it did allow me to purchase 5 of these. And Paldean Fates, like, it's about to go out of rotation in April. These premium collections come with 2 really sick, shiny promos of Great Tusk and Iron Treads. It comes with a ton of packs, and it looks super sick. Like, that's going to look super sick on display. I'm redoing my office right now so that I can display, like, my personal collection on shelves and give you guys a more visually appealing background when you are watching my videos. Thank you for watching, by the way. But yeah, my whole goal when I'm investing in anything, right? This was an investment. It's a Pokemon investment. I am planning to hold it long term, 10, 15, 20 years. And if I get really lucky and I'm successful with the house flipping business that I want to start in life, I'll just keep all this stuff. Maybe I'll rip a bunch of it with my kids, pass some down. Maybe they can pass them down to their kids. I don't know. But I do have other plans in life to, you know, try to get that bread. And if I can hold on to all the stuff I invested in as the huge Pokemon nerd and fan that I am, I would love to do that. Here's another one. So this one, investable, yes, most definitely. This is a specialty set, and ETBs is like the best investment. I grabbed one of these on the Pokemon Center just for personal collection. I think this is a really sick display piece. I love it. It's got Mimikyu, this really like midnight purple, and it comes with a sick Mimikyu. Sorry, the ring light always bounces weird off of my stuff. This promo. Like, I love this. So in my opinion, I'm not looking at that as like part of my Pokemon investments. That's more personal collection, something that I'll never sell in the future or let go of. I just want to hold on to that forever. I love ETBs for like sealed display purposes. But yeah, as far as investing goes, I've made a couple of videos now on investing, and you know, they definitely trigger some people. That's for sure. They're not shy about letting me know what they think in the comments. I did print off a little thing on Google about scalping Pokemon cards just to see what is Google AI's take on this thing. So scalping, it lays it out. It's just quick profit by immediately reselling newly released high demand products. That one seems pretty obvious. What is a scalper's method? They use bots. So a lot of them are tech savvy. They'll go into stores and get aggressive sometimes with people. They'll buy all the available stock at retail price, which creates immediate shortages. What's a scalper's time frame? Well, AI says it's short-term flips, meaning days to weeks. Yeah, so I'm going to have to agree with all of that. That is a scalper to a T. Now, let's look at investing in Pokemon cards. So so this is going to be different for everyone, but AI summed it up like this. Pokemon Investor's goal is long-term wealth growth, holding for years, 5 years, 15 years on up. I believe that when, you know, individuals make investments, everyone has a different time frame in their mind of how long they're willing to wait until they cash in on those profits. Once again, I'm trying to hold out as long as absolute possible. What is an investor's method? So I disagree with AI on this one. This one says strategically buying sealed products or valuable singles during market lulls and not hype. So I'll say this, as an investor myself, yes, buying during lulls, you know, when there's not crazy hype in the hobby, the Pokemon is able to create enough supply to meet demand. That's a great time to invest, obviously. But even during this peak hype in the hobby right now, like since Prismatic Evolutions, I've still scored products. I'm not going to say no problem. It's been a little inconvenient having to follow all those freaking notifications. But yeah, I think this is also a fantastic time to invest as well, especially if you're getting these drop notifications and picking stuff up at MSRP, 100%. Yeah, time frame for an investor is long term, years to decades. So the community sees scalping as harmful to the hobby. Investing can also be viewed as harmful to the hobby, but it can also be seen as a passion with financial goals. So that sums it up for me pretty well. Yeah, I'm hoping that it performs really well. Why, as a grown man, as a 35-year-old, do I invest into Pokemon instead of the stock market? Well, it performs super good. I think if I'm going to invest my money, why not do it into something that I know is going to perform well? And why not do it into something that I'm passionate about and that I love? So I was born in 1990. Some of my best memories as a kid are ripping Pokemon packs. My dad taking me to Wizards of the Coast. My mom always throwing booster packs like in my stockings during Christmas or in the Easter baskets she would make for me. I loved it. I remember going to day camp like during the summer as a young kid. And a lot of times my dad would send me with like some Pokemon packs to rip while I was there with a couple of other buddies whose parents also sent them with some packs. A lot of us would bring our binders, and we had them all slipped in there, and it was just really fun. It was really, really fun. Back then, I I don't think many people viewed Pokemon as an investment whatsoever. Obviously, I remember as like an 8-year-old carrying around Pokemon cards in my pocket. I would pull them out of the binder and touch them and play with them. It was just like a fun pastime. And those very few select people that saw it as investable, like that, those people that had a crystal ball and they're like, hey, this new thing, Pokemon, I'm going to buy a first edition base set booster box and I'm going to hold it for the next 25 years. Freaking genius. Good for you guys. That was a really, really clever, move that those people made. And there weren't too many of those people that did that. Now, obviously, it's not all that clever to invest in sealed product. I think anybody and everybody is kind of doing it. But there's a lot of rip and shippers. So who's going to buy this stuff in the future? That's a different video for a different day, but there's most definitely going to be buyers and people that want to relive this. This one in particular, Paldean Fates 6 set, right? So shiny sets, that's always super fun. The Bubble Mew, I'm going to pull it out. I keep looking at it every day. I still can't believe I pulled this the other day. So that's obviously a card in here. It's a super unique artwork. I love it. It's got like the shiny Charizard, Gardevoir, the baby shiny Pikachu. I'm going to move to the side so I can throw up the gold cards in the set. Those are super unique. Not really any fan favorite Pokemon, but they're pretty sick. So I think it's a really highly collectible and investable set. Hence why I purchased the max limit of 5 on that Walmart drop. But yeah, big difference between a scalper and an investor. Let me know what your guys' thoughts and opinions on the matter are in the comments below. And until next time, guys, peace.